Okay, welcome to part 51 of my Shut Your Mouth playthrough. Oh look, the playback's glitching out again, but of course that won't actually come through when you guys see it. It's just going to be painful for me to watch. But anyway, where we last left off, William Regal came and took out both me and Jeff Hardy, so now I'm in a match with William Regal. Well, you can probably expect that at the end of this match, William Regal, or no, not William Regal, well, yeah, we'll start with that. William Regal will be attacking me and then Jeff Hardy will come out. Well, we'll have to see, because I believe this part we go through both the next 2 weeks of July here, and then the final part is just all the pay-per-view, because there's a big match and a big long match at the pay-per-view. Of course, I meet Shawn Michaels here, and at this time I'm a bad guy. I believe over the course of all the recordings that I did, I started to become a good guy at one point. You know, fight the authority. But as you can see here, I just told off Shawn Michaels and got my ass kicked for it. Whereas when I start to become a good guy, I wouldn't do that. And you know I said that I was cutting down on the loading screens here. This is something that I've only just started to do with this part, and I could still obviously use a little bit more work with it, because these loading screens are all still obnoxiously long. I mean, it is a PS2 game from 2002, but still. I really do need to work on cutting down on the loading times here a bit. Now, right there you see, things start just about instantly. And William Regal I've faced before, and I've beaten him, and he's beaten me. This is the guy that beat me for my Intercontinental Championship, if you guys remember that. I did not like that, remember. But hey, time for some payback, because now that I'm back into the groove of things, I got the controls down, I got the timing down for the reversals. Everything's good. Everything is good again. Now I was talking WrestleMania last time, and I talked about the main event a bit, but there are definitely some other matches going on here. We got Sting taking on Triple H. Sting's first match ever in a WWE ring. Sting, of course, being the biggest wrestler to never work for the WWE. There is no one else that is bigger than Sting right now. There is no one else at all that could say that they are a big star outside of the WWE. We are beyond that time now. If you are not in the WWE now, you are not a big star. And I mean a star that's never worked for the WWE. Obviously, if Kurt Angle or Jeff Hardy came back, they are big stars and they would just make it right back onto the main roster. But they are returning stars. Sting has never worked for the WWE. Ever. And I mean, guys like AJ Styles or Samoa Joe, who were the biggest guys in TNA wrestling at one point, even they would probably have to come in and go through the developmental territories. No one is so big right now that they could just debut in WWE and run with it. Which is kind of a shame. I mean, competition really helped things. And I know I wasn't around for it, but I kind of miss the territory days, because I like how that worked. I mean, sure, Vince turned wrestling into a huge business, but now that there's no competition, it can... If something goes horribly, horribly wrong, and Vince goes out of business, and WWE's gone, WWE's gone. Mainstream pro wrestling would be gone. I think everything would just restart from there. We would go back to a territory-style day. And I know people would say, oh no, Triple H would just pick up the slack, and he would rebuild the business. He would rebuild it, but it wouldn't be nearly as big, because he wouldn't have all the funding anymore. Because Vince is a rich man. Anyway, Regal here is punching me, and we've seen this last time with Jeff Hardy, so now Stone Cold Steve Austin comes to help me. Me and Austin have had all kinds of problems in the past, so what do you think's going to happen? I'm going to be talking shit to William Regal, and oh, look at that, Austin came and hit me with a chair too. This storyline makes no sense. No sense at all. I get to a match with Steve Austin, then Jeff Hardy comes out and confronts me, so I get into a match with Jeff Hardy. Then William Regal comes out of nowhere. Of course, he's just another guy who it's like, oh, it's just some random guy coming out, he helps me out after Jeff Hardy's beaten me down, oh, then he hits me with a chair. So I get into a match with William Regal. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out while Regal's beating me down. And we beat down Regal. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin hits me with a chair. Nothing about this makes sense. But it's entertaining anyway. I got a laugh out of it just because the sheer ridiculousness of all this happening at once. And what's going to come down at the pay-per-view? Well, I believe we find out here, or maybe it's after the match. No, it's right here. We are all in the ring now, because we all hate each other for some reason. I don't know why we all hate each other, but I'm the boss here, so we're going to have a match at the pay-per-view, and it could be a Battle Royal or a Fatal 4-Way. I chose a Battle Royal because Fatal 4-Ways are really fucking hard to win in this game. The difference, of course, they're both 4-man matches. Fatal 4-Way is a 4-man match. Whoever gets the pinfall wins. In a video game, that's very difficult because that means everyone has to be knocked down at one point for you to get a pinfall. A Battle Royal, on the other hand, is an elimination style match. It's still going to be the 4 of us, but everyone is eliminated one by one until one person's left standing. Usually a Battle Royal is done in an over-the-top rope way, but in this case it's pinfall and submission. We'll see the over-the-top rope type when I get into the Royal Rumble, which I will hopefully be competing in this year. If not, maybe I'll just do a separate video. It's like, here's a Royal Rumble. It is my favorite match type. I'm fucking pissed that I didn't get to play through one. I'm fucking pissed that I didn't get to play through both of them. But I just want to play through one. I just want to show you guys and talk about it because the Royal Rumble is my favorite match. It's my favorite event of the year. It's just you never know what's going to happen. And this match is no DQ, by the way. As you can see, as Steve Austin just completely destroys me with a chair. If you didn't know, this is a no disqualification match. Back to WrestleMania. I talked about Sting and Triple H. The other big match that I'm thinking right now is going to be Undertaker against Bray Wyatt. I'm not sure what's going to come of that. And as far as Bray Wyatt goes, I think I've said this before, but I wasn't the biggest Bray Wyatt fan. I mean, I always hated Eric Rowan, and I still hate Eric Rowan. I still think he's dead weight. I've always liked Luke Harper. I think he's the best of the 3 there, and he should be doing so much more. And Wyatt, I was always, he's a pretty crappy wrestler, but he can talk a good game. I always thought that he should have been a manager. Oh, hello phone. Who's calling me today? Let's find out if this is important or not. Oh, it looks like my mom calling from work. Probably wanting to talk to my dad. I don't want to go get the phone right now. But, as I was saying, Bray Wyatt, I kind of got sold on him in the Royal Rumble. He did very well there. He won me over as a fan. To the point that I actually want to see this match now. Whereas before I'm just like, I like The Undertaker, but he's not my favorite guy ever, and I don't really like Bray Wyatt that much. But now it's like, this is so cool. What's going to happen? Is Wyatt going to win? Is he going to make Taker continue losing? Or is Taker going to get redemption here? I think Wyatt should win, personally. I think Bray Wyatt is starting to become a major threat right now. He's starting to become a real main event player, if you want to put it that way. A win over The Undertaker would certainly help him. Let's see, what other matches are going on? There's the Intercontinental title match, which is going to be a 7-man ladder match. It's kind of all over the place there, but I've actually been liking how that's been going, with people just stealing the belt and having a fun time with it. Bad News Barrett's the champion, and his challengers are going to be Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan. Of course, I think Daniel Bryan should be doing bigger and better things, but he came back at a point where there wasn't really anything left for him. I would have liked to see him take on Sheamus, but part of me thinks Sheamus is going to return at WrestleMania in the title match itself. Maybe he'll be a participant, maybe he won't, maybe he'll just run in, attack everyone, and just beat the shit out of everyone. I'd love to see that, because that's the only way I'd like to see Sheamus go as a heel. Everyone says, oh, Sheamus is a better heel, and I'm like, no, he's not. He's a better face. He's a much better face. No question about it. His face run is just so much better than his heel run. And I like the guy as a bad guy, but as a face, he's just that much better. But if he were to turn heel, I just want him to be completely batshit insane, wanting to kill everyone. No cowardly, cocky heel shit, just everyone has to die. Also, I forgot I did that. That was a really nice T-bone suplex off of a table. I should have capitalized and tried to pin Austin there. But this match should be coming to a close pretty quickly, I believe. I'm not sure who wins it, actually. It might be me, it might be Austin. And after that DDT to a chair, I think it's very like, oh, no, Austin's not going to pin me. I thought he would have. I would have pinned after that, but no, he's just going to keep hitting me with a couple of elbow drops. Just beat the shit out of me. Why not? Because me and Austin, we hate each other. Just like I hate Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy hates me. Just like I hate William Regal, and William Regal hates me. And just like Jeff Hardy hates William Regal, and William Regal hates him. And I got confused over who else is fighting here and who I haven't mentioned already. So, the four of us are all fighting each other. That's the point. Just a great, big, entertaining clusterfuck. Just like the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania. What's the other big match? Rusev and John Cena. I knew I was forgetting one. I like Rusev. I wasn't sold on him at first. I thought he was just okay, but Rusev has been entertainingly great. And I kind of hope he pulls out a win over John Cena. He could become one of the most hated men in the business right now if he beats John Cena at WrestleMania. Because everyone always goes, oh, it's an outdated gimmick and it sucks. And I'm like, I don't think it sucks. It's working. I think it's entertaining how much it's working. Who cares if it's outdated? If something works, it works. Anyway, we're coming to a close here, so I will see you for part 52, where we go into the pay-per-view Vengeance.